Okay, girls, let's go. Yeah. So we're going to go down here and move the fence. Everybody wants to come, right? Everybody wants to come. Morning, calves. How you all doing? There's Grandma. She kind of takes the lead once in a while. Right? You all good? We'll go down here and move this reel out of the way so that they can get some fresh grass. You can kind of see what they're leaving behind. I mean, there's still grass in here, but you know what? They can just nibble on this over the next few days, and we'll give them some fresh grass to fill them up. So we turned them into this. It's kind of hard to see them out there, but this red top is real thick in this part of the field. Also got some meadow foxtail in here, and of course they're already trying to figure out where they want to go to. I got to go up here and fix this fence so I can reel it up because it's hot right now. And the only place to turn the electric off is way back over there in that corner. So the way I'm having to do this is this fence here is actually, I guess this is actually my hot fence, because that fence isn't hot off of the exclusion fence down there. So I think I'm good. I just need to go up here and probably do a couple of things. So this is their water station. You can see they've got it beat up pretty good in here. Let's take a look at it and see how it is. Oh, it actually looks pretty clean. There was a lot of moss growing in here when I first got here, but this looks pretty good now. I don't know if the overflow is not working right now or not. To be honest with you, I don't remember. There we go. So we got this all set up. That goes down to that exclusion fence down there. I think I just got the reel, if I remember right, hanging on the wire down there. And then it comes up here and forms this box area. And I think my next run of fence goes down straight down there and gives them another half of this quadrant, and then we'll work our way around to the other half. I'll probably give them 4 slices out of this. So the goal is to get 4 weeks in here, And so we'll see how it goes. They're going to be in this one for at least, I'm going to say 3 days. Yeah, we'll see how that goes too. So I got to go roll this reel up and set up the next quadrant. So this area right here, as you can see, it's got a lot of crabgrass in it. And so they'll enjoy all that too. I'm pretty sure that I think we'll get 3 days out of this. Just have to keep an eye on it. So I know you folks have heard me talk about the exclusion area. Well, this is an area that I put in 3 years ago, I guess it was. It's part of the conservation effort to keep cattle out of our waterways and out of our wildlife habitats, which is our woods, basically. And we've got, probably about 15 acres of woods on the other side of the creek, which that creek is just beyond that grassy area there. And so we put this exclusion fence in. Like I said, it's 3 wires. I use the timeless posts, and that bottom wire I've disconnected. It was originally hot, but the foliage, I should say, gets up into it and shorts the fence. So the fence works a whole lot better with just the top 2 wires being hot. Now this area in here at one time was very woolly, a lot of shrubs and small trees growing in here. We brush hogged it down good, and I brush hogged it for several years before we finally brought the discbine in here and mowed it for hay. And because of the thickness of the grass that's in here, we can get 4 bales out of this, which is just right at an acre. And maybe an acre and a half if you count underneath the walnut trees down there. So it produces good forage. It's a mix of everything in there. There's a few weeds, which, for the most part, I use these bales, not for the cattle so much as I do for the goats. So girls, you think I'm going to do something with you? Is that what it is? Gonna walk alongside of me? Maybe not, huh? That's last year's heifer calf. She's a small frame bodied cow, heifer. She came late in the season, I think probably end of July, something like that. That's 222 right there. She's lost both of her calves. So we're going to give her one more chance. 23. There's Princess. She hasn't had a calf this year. I'm not sure she's going to have a calf. So these are the calves that we got. They're all looking pretty good. Some of them look like they're about the same size. I got a couple in here that are late comers this year, but they're doing good. Here's 2 of the bigger ones. That's number 12, I believe. No. That is 1110. That's number 111's calf. He's a pretty good sized little steer. That one over there, I think, is probably, let's see, probably number 44, because this is number 4 here. Yep, that's number 44, her calf. And then This calf up here is probably number 12 because that's another one of our bigger calves this year. No? Which one is that? Oh, that's 11-12, which is last year's heifer calf. So I guess number 12 must be down there somewhere. It could be all the way down there in the corner. So that's the herd. They're all looking pretty good. You can see the ribs on some of them, but those are the ones that are still got calves on them. And they're small frame animals, so. And this one actually just had her calf, and it's the one that I found dead. So she lost her first calf. You see she's got a lot of milk still in her bag. It was just a couple of days ago, so she'll put it back on here real soon. So this is how I hang my reel on this fence. I loop it under the middle wire and then pull it up and hang it off of that top wire. So it is hot. The whole reel is hot. And you can see I've got posts going down through there. And they're not much in a straight line, but they're good enough for the cows. And I got one more post I'm going to set in there, and then we're going to call it done. In about 3 days, I'll give them this little slice, and then we'll leave them in there for a total of 4 days. They can pick at the bigger area that's out there and what's left over, and I'll set up another slice in this third quadrant. And so that's my whole process for this part of the hayfield this year. This is the first time we've ever done this down here for me. Normally my neighbor, he just opens the gate down there by his place and runs his cows in here for about a month, and they trample and eat and they drink out of that water station. And he just leaves the gate open down there so they can go back and forth between his place and these two fields, which is about 19 acres altogether, I guess. And that's how we've been doing it for the last 3 years. Prior to that, we would cut the hay off every fall and put it up and then feed it out on the ground. To me, that just didn't make any sense. So we're good. This is my first year down here, and if this works out good for me, we'll continue doing it year after year. I hope you enjoyed my video. Stay tuned. We'll update how we're doing on the farm, what little projects we got going on, and what the Lord has blessed us with today.